Hi everybody, Shannon here. Okay, today's video that I am going to be doing is things that girls need from guys. And it's going to be 6 things, and if there's any guys out there watching, like, please just bear with me, okay? Because these things aren't like, like material things that girls need from you, and they're probably things that, like, you don't even, you're not expecting. Okay, sorry, my cat is like all over me. She's like super lovey-dovey, like she's in heat or something. So, it's gonna be 6 things that girls need from guys, and you know what? They're little things, okay? And this happens like all the time, okay? Like girls need things from guys, and it's not like usually as bad as a guy thinks. Like it's usually something really small that he could do, like even once a week. That's just gonna make her so much happy and so much more like to live with and not have problems. So, okay, I'm going to start with first thing on my list, and this is going to be like one of the more important things, okay? And this is to set aside time to listen to your girlfriend or wife, okay? Now, I'm not talking like I know everybody's busy, we all got shit to do, every day of the week, we're always busy and on the go. But like I'm talking about once a week, okay? I'm talking about like setting aside a time like one day out of the week, okay? And what you can do and how you can do this, so it's not like okay, this is your hour of tell me all your problems. This is like okay, gonna be an all day thing, okay? And it's you don't have to like specifically be like well, you can start with like, just casually asking your girl like, what's been on her mind lately? What's going on? And she may not like right away say what's on her mind. She may have to think about it because, all week we've had like a million plus things that have been on our mind. So, give her the day to like slowly start to, let information come out that, stuff that's been on her mind that's, been like bothering her or concerning her or whatever. And, chances are, might not be like problems in your relationship or problems she has with you. It's most likely going to be like random things that bother her. Or random things that just have been on her mind. And my cat keeps moving my camera. Stop it, kitty. Okay, so like I said, just set aside the day when she does like tell you these things. Start like slowly leaking out, information of stuff that's been on her mind. Like all week long. Um, Listen to her, okay, and like do it genuine, okay. If you're gonna like, try to listen to her and like not actually care, then there's no purpose. There's no point. Like, be genuine about it, okay? She's gonna, tell you what's on her mind. She wants to know that you care, okay? And, the best way is to just, give her that one day to just kind of just whatever. Whatever she wants to talk about, that's what we're talking about. Don't let yourself, get distracted by, your video games or your sports or, anything like that. If she starts saying something, like your immediate attention should go right to her and listen to what she has to say and give your input. You know, most of the time we just need somebody to listen and go like, "You're right, honey." Like most of the time, chicks we need that, and we get that from our girlfriends. But guys seem to think that we like will always get information from we'll get that support from our girlfriends, but it means like so much more to get it from your significant other. Okay, so that's number one. Number two is going to be hugs. Okay, hugs cure everything. Every little problem in detail in our life, like every little thing that's going wrong, or every big thing even, like can be cured by a hug. So just like dudes, if she's upset, give her a hug. Dudes have this way of thinking where like they want to like help you, like tell them the problem so they can solve the problem. And I've had somebody, she was in a relationship with somebody, and she said it best like this. She's like, I don't want you to solve the problem for me. I just want you to hug me and tell me that it's okay. And that's all it is. Okay? Problem solved. Right there. No need to like go into any more detail. Hugs. Do it. Okay, third on my list is okay, this one is very important too. Okay, and guys kind of are just gonna assume that like we already know that, like we're beautiful, so we don't need this. But compliment your girlfriend or wife, okay, on her normal everyday looks. Okay, like I'm talking like, she hasn't put on makeup on during the day, or maybe she has, I don't know, lots of girls wear makeup every day, but she's not really like going exuberantly. Like she's not, we're not going out or going anywhere special. She just kind of has, maybe she's got a tank top on and a pair of jeans and some sneakers. Her makeup maybe isn't that intense. She doesn't have any. She's just kind of looking like a normal girl. On that day that she looks like a normal girl, tell her she is beautiful. Okay, because that's what we need. Okay, we know that we're gonna look we know that we're gonna look good, like in a dress, or when we're going out and stuff. We know that we look good when we get done up. But okay, we're not as much convinced in our like everyday appearance. If we're not like going above and beyond to look beautiful, we'll feel like like we haven't put on our pretty face, and we're just kind of we're dull and boring. So just compliment her, okay? Just tell her she looks beautiful on that, like one day that she's, kind of looking crappy maybe, or maybe, kind of just not care that day. Not that she looks crappy, but that she, just kind of isn't really big on that day about getting, done up, on that day. Tell her, okay? And, how hard is it to like give your girl a compliment like once a week, okay? To tell her that she, looks good, that she is pretty. Okay, guys automatically assume like, hey, I already told you like a month ago that you're beautiful, and that I think you're beautiful. So they think that by us knowing that they think it, that we don't want to hear it. But that's totally untrue. We want to hear it. And it's not that we're fishing for compliments. This point that I'm making is we want to know that we're beautiful when we're not like looking fabulous. Okay, we want to know that just us as is, plain Jane, like we're beautiful. So give us that compliment, okay? Will it kill you to do a compliment once a week when your chick's looking normal? It won't kill you. Okay, it'll just strengthen your relationship, and it'll help your girl feel like she's the princess that she really is and deserves to be treated as such. So fourth on my list is going to be encouragement. And this goes both ways, and I am actually making a video for what girls need to do for guys. Okay, that's also on that list, but for this list, it's what guys need to do for girls, and it's encouragement. And encouragement for like small stuff matters. Okay, like say your chick is like creating some new like artsy crafty thing. Like compliment her, encourage her, be like, you are doing such a great job. Like you're really good at this. Whatever her stitch is, whether it's cooking or baking or artsy or, music or writing, whatever like her little thing is that like she's good at, or even just if she's trying something new. Like encourage her, make her feel like, good about it, because if you don't say anything, then she feels like she's alone, and you're in a two-way relationship. Like, she needs that encouragement just as much as you do, okay? If not more so, because, we get down on ourselves a lot, and we try the best we can to, constantly have that smile on our face and to keep everything together. But we keep it all inside, and it's harder, I guess, for us to be, just brutally upfront about like our concerns. And a lot of times it's kind of like, stuff that isn't that important, but we just need to get it like out of our brain through our mouth and just kind of there, like word vomit, and now we feel better, okay, that we got it out. So, encourage your girl. Okay, like I said, whatever she does, whatever she's trying something new, or something that she enjoys doing, like randomly just throw out some encouraging words to make her feel good. Okay, it won't hurt you to do this. Okay, it won't hurt you, and it's not a pain in the ass to open your mouth for like 5 seconds and say something nice. Okay, bam, there it is. Okay, number 5 on the list, and this is going to be the hardest one for you guys to actually do. Okay, I will admit this is going to be hard. Okay, when you're like in a discussion slash argument, a lot of times like a discussion just can increase into an argument. Like it wasn't even an argument, it was just a discussion that maybe you guys were butting heads on, or whatever, and then it turned into an argument. Okay, let a chick, okay, not all the time, okay, obviously it doesn't go for all cases, but like at least half the cases of when your chick is just nah 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 nah, like half the time you just need to let us get it out of our system, because like I said before, we keep everything like bottled up in our head, and majority of the time we just need to let that word vomit come out. Once it's out, we're done. Okay, but if you're challenging us on this stuff that really isn't that important, and once we get it out and it's just there and gone, like, chances are like we'll get over it. But like you guys need to like just kind of let us have our rants every now and then, okay? Let us have like our little moments, you know, because like, maybe you guys are just better at like handling it all. Okay? And sometimes we have like little mini meltdowns. We have like a lot of anxiety. I don't know what it's about. Girls just, our minds run differently than you. Okay? And sometimes, like I said, we just need to get it out there. And even if it may sound like kind of like bitchy or nagging and it's annoying to you, like, that's the point in time where you could just like turn the little switch off, and just, let us do it. And don't get angry. Don't get upset with us. Don't challenge us on what we're saying. We're just going off on something, you're like, this is stupid. Why is she even going off about this? This is not a big deal. Okay? Just let us have our moment. Okay? If it's not a big deal and it's not a big problem, then there's no need for you to, challenge us on this and make it worse, because we're just gonna keep like a monster, okay? And you're gonna say something, and we're just gonna grow bigger. We're gonna just like evolve like a Pokemon. Like we're just gonna go like 3 stages bigger, and then you have an argument. But and I know guys are gonna like challenge this. Well, chicks should just not be that way. Well, newsflash, that's how we are. Some of us, like a small percentage, are really good about like keeping it all inside, but like 3/4 of us are not good at it. Okay, it takes like a lot of practice. It's really hard for us to hold in, just everything. So if we're nagging or whatever, it's not a big deal. Let us have our moment. Let us get it out of our system, and chances are we're gonna get over it, because if you just let us do it and you're not arguing back with us, at some point we're gonna be, once we're out of breath and we realize that this like all that was coming out of our mouth, eventually if you're not putting anything in, we're gonna think that we're stupid for even saying it, but we're gonna feel better, and then we're gonna be like, oh honey, let's go do this now. Like, I swear to God, that's how it's gonna happen. She's gonna la 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 la, and you just keep your mouth shut, okay? And at some point when she cools off, she's gonna be fine again. Okay, and she's just gonna feel better getting it off. Like I said, okay, this is for like mostly stupid shit. Okay, there are instances where it does get out of control, and she is just like being crazy for no reason, or like saying hurtful things to you. That's not right. But there are some instances where you got to put your foot down. But like most of the time, if it's stupid shit, just let her have that moment. Okay, bam, there we go. Okay. Um, Sixth on the list, okay, and this is something, it kind of goes along the lines of like compliments, okay, for, like plain Jane look that I was talking about, but this is just kind of, like random little, like, gratitude, random little moments of gratitude where, like, you're just grateful for, the little things that she does. Because like we've all gone through this, especially for women. Like if you're, if you do the dishes like every single day in your relationship, like, at some point it'd be nice to hear like, somebody be like, oh, thank you for doing that, because like people don't notice things until we stop doing them. And that happens a lot of times with chicks, okay? We get like undermined for things that we're like, it's almost expected to just be done. And, guys aren't really paying attention to like who's doing them, just as long as they're done. And when they don't get done, like, that is a big deal. Like, if like, I don't know, like the bathroom being cleaned, or, laundry or shipping organized or whatever, like, if a chick was in charge of paying the bills, okay, you would not like thank her for, all the time that she spends, like going here and going there and making payments and this and that. You wouldn't thank her or notice it until it didn't get done and your lights got turned off. Okay, but this goes for like a multitude of different things. Okay, the stuff your chick does like on a day-to-day basis that you're just, you don't even notice, like, 'cause it's normal. Like, open your eyes and like, take notice, okay, to what your chick does, because chances are, like, your chick is caring for you in a motherly way in some form or fashion. In some form or fashion, she's doing stuff that like your mother would do for you as a kid, and you don't notice it because it always got done for you. So, like I said, this can be like, besides cleaning, this can just be like daily things that your chick does for you that you don't realize, and just, uh, take notice to it. You don't have to be thanking every day. Thank you for doing the laundry. Thank you for sweeping the floor. Like, you don't have to do it every day, but just like occasionally throw little, bits of gratitude out there, and she will like appreciate that so much. She's gonna feel like, wow, like I really do, like you care enough to notice and say something. And she's gonna tell and brag all her friends about how many, like, uh, how grateful like her husband is or her boyfriend is, and then they're gonna be all jealous because, like, we don't get that. Like, guys don't get like a lot of things. Like, we don't get like, you know the gratitude or the like compliments when we, aren't looking fabulous. Like, there's certain things that just like that all of us girls can relate to. So like when something happens out of the blue, like your boyfriend or your husband does something that's like, you know, it's just not what we normally experience. Like, all of us girls are like, "Oh my God, really?" Like, we're amazed that, like, you just kind of took steps, you know, to make us happier, because that's what relationships are all about, and it's a two-way street. And like I said, I'm going to do another video for, what girls can do for guys, because it's only fair to see both sides, okay? But it is a two-way street, and, it's about giving. Like, relationships, everybody thinks it's about the getting, okay? And it's not about the getting, okay? It's about the giving. Like, before you were in a relationship, that was your time to get. That was your time to, like, receive. But when you're in a relationship, it's about giving to each other. You're awesome and she's awesome, and then you come together and you form this like super awesome ball. But you have to keep putting in so that ball gets bigger. If you both keep taking out, like, the ball's gonna just get smaller and be non-existent. Okay, I hope that was a good analogy. I just kind of freaking made that up, but okay, it's about giving. And girls especially, we need like a lot of encouragement, okay, because we got a lot of on our mind. We're constantly concerned about things, and we have anxieties, and our brain is different than you guys. And I know it's hard for men to understand women and women to understand men, and that's why, we usually like coerce with our, our chicks and stuff, and dudes do the same thing. But, I'm just offering some advice. Like, if you do, at least a few of these things already, but maybe not some other things, like, give it a try, and notice the difference, in her, like, persona, her attitude. Like, it'll change. Okay, she'll go, like, especially if you guys are like in a part of your relationship where things, kind of have dulled out, because that's normal and it does happen with all relationships. But, okay, do some of these things, okay? If you really like care, like you really want to, make her happy, like her happiness, is like top of your list, and it should be a priority. Okay, that goes both ways. And I'm just saying, since this is the video for guys, like, she has to be like top on your list. Like, unless you have kids, then, she's like second. But, even if you got kids together, like, she's still, your mate's always second to your kids. Your kids are number one. But, if you don't have kids, like, she should be number one. She should be your top priority. Not, like, your job and then your buddies and then your car and your this and then your girlfriend. Like, it's not a freaking checklist. Okay? Your mate, if it's a guy or a girl, they're not like just a checklist on your like life of things to collect. So, you know, if you hopefully you guys, watch this video to the end so you can get like all the points, and I really encourage you to like, you know, use some of these things, because it really will make a difference. And ladies, if I missed anything, that maybe you would like to add, feel free to add, and maybe I'll make like a part 2 to both these videos. Um, Guys, if you have any questions about like more in depth of what kind of things you can do, feel free to comment below, and I'm more than happy to, answer any questions. And I hope you guys like this video. I hope it helps people. That's the purpose of it. So until next time, guys. Bye.